Well, hello there, up in Brown County. Actually made it out twice this week, scooting around, holiday and being off a little bit. Decided to come up here. If you watch my last videos, up in somewhere up in beyond Morgan County or thereabouts. I'm back in Brown County now, back to the ravine where I've been finding some bigger gold. Guess it got a little spoiled. So there's not going to be any water up in there. You can actually see that ravine heads up over there. And so I'm going to get up in there and do a little digging. I'm not going to be able to pull much dirt out because I'm going to have to bring it clear down here to pan out. And here's my good old little panning station here. I'm going to try something a little different today. I don't like not panning everything. But again, well, it's actually not too bad on the water, so I've got to change of plans here. So what I did was I trenched this out, and I just threw all the material forward. I didn't even go through it, so I'm going to start on about last 10 inches down before you hit bedrock down here. So I'm going for, maybe I can get some bigger gold. If it's really, really good, then I'll just head straight up and grab that material already dug out. I've got a nice pool forming behind that. So, because I didn't think there'd be any water up here, I left my pan down at the bottom of the hill at my panning pool, so I'm going to have to run down and get my pan. And I'll haul some material down the hill with me too, since I'm heading that way. Fill up a couple 2.5 gallon buckets and want to see that first pan, okay? So, see you in a minute. Well, I made it down the hill. Here's what I've got. This is the first material. Got it's a gallon of that's going to be from the left side, scraping off bedrock. And I've got probably 2 gallons here, scraping off bedrock 1 foot to the right. Let's see if we can pick a winner here. Love this panning station. Nice deep pool here. Not deep enough to fill the holes in my boots. Brought my con bucket here. This is actually still has the material from over Morgan towards Spencer area. I usually don't do this, but next time I clean up, it's going to be 2 trips combined. I mean, I know what's in there. It's just a ton of fines. Anything better is going to come out of this place, so don't want to run the sluice twice. So I just hauled this back with me. It only has about a quart, 2 quarts of cons. So, man, day is nicer than it was supposed to be. Sunny. We're going to be hitting 50 pretty soon. That's why I'm here. It's going to be one of those last nice days. And I've got my Blaze Orange on. You know, it's deer season. Got to be careful. I keep thinking, I was talking to Thomas a couple weeks ago, and he said, well, that just makes you a better target. You know, I can't quite keep that off my mind. So sometimes I don't know whether to go full camo or Blaze Orange. I guess it's Blaze Orange today. See ya later. Maybe. Well, look at that. That's left side first pan. I've got 4 nice little things there. You see why I like this place. All right. Okay. Woo. So far, so good. Sorry to bother you again, but this is sort of like, you've got to be kidding me. Got a lot of reflection on the thing. We've got this is the second pan, so this is a 1/2 gallon of raw material. 1 pan from the left side. Okay, so those last 2 things came out of a little bucket right there. And boy, I'll tell you, this is the best start I've had. Now we'll go for that 2.5, which is 1 foot to the right of where that material came from. Foot and a half, something like that. Okay, I think my adrenaline's flowing. Might have to go into hard work mode here. First scoop out of that second bucket. And geez almighty, it's looking almost as good as the left, so I have no reason to. Okay, I'd say at least from the middle to the right, looking pretty good. Oh, by the way, I do have help finding this stuff. There's an old timer up here. He just goes by the name Prospector John. He's been working this area for years and years and years, and I ran into him one day. He's here right now, but again, he doesn't take a good picture these days. Just sort of, you know what I mean? He's whatever. But he's sort of shown me some of these good spots. So just a full disclosure here. So, and someday I'm gonna come up with a system, like whenever I find a better spot, because I like prospecting, whether I get anything or not. If I stumble on someplace better, I'll start releasing the exact locations of some of these places. Might make John a little mad, but we'll try to work it out with him. All right, it's looking pretty good. All right, here's the new setup. We're going to work that clear across. I'm still going to test that right. I haven't tested that right side yet, but we'll get to that later. So I'm working down the bedrock. Again, I had already dug out within 4 or 6 inches of bedrock, and so I'm going to clean this bedrock out really good. This is probably going to take more, well, way past lunchtime. But then I'm going to start working this material I dug out, because my intention was to dam this up and pan a little above. But that'll wash back down in here. I don't want to do that material twice in the future. So I probably won't get as good a yield off that material, but I'm going to go ahead later on and just work that material, the top material out. And so I brought everything up here. It's my stuff, tools. Number one, dustpan. By the way, there's your tool for scraping bedrock. Good old small plastic dustpan. It squeezes. I've got crevicing tools too. There are no crevices in here, but you still have to work the depressions in the bedrock. But little plastic dollar store dustpan works great. So here's a hole I dug out last time, and there's enough water in here without damming up to work this material. And so a little comment about classifying and panning fast. And there's a nice discussion going on the board about a new product out. But no matter what kind of pan you pick, always think about, now if you're washing gravels, it just doesn't matter what you could use. I don't care, you could use anything. But I mean, this is the kind of stuff you're going to have to deal with. And there's just nothing like a full-size classifier. I'm classifying, this is a Martin classifier. I just have it 3/8 inch in a bucket, and I can just get down there and massage that material. And I don't care, think about I've got a Gold Hog pan, simply wouldn't work here. You're still going to have to go down there and break up that material. Plus there's not enough water here. And so just always keep that in mind. About anything works on gravel, but this is the kind of material you're going to be working. I mean, this is the good stuff, and you're going to have to break it down and massage that mud, especially up here. There's mud on every rock. And I was trying to explain this to Oren. You can't go through and brush every individual rock, so I just get down here, just massage that stuff and break it up, and it takes a little time, but that's what we're working with here. And so that's that. Just my little opinion here. Alright, just finished classifying. We've got our first 5-gallon bucket getting ready to go through. Look at that shrink down. That was all the way to the top. It's funny how it could watch it compact down right before I can actually see it moving down. But that was a full bucket. So we'll start panning this. This will take half hour to get through. And maybe take a break. I should just quit and call it success and go home. And nah, we'll hang around for a while. Alright. Just finished taking a break. Gives me a chance to think things through. That bucket I went through, there were places in it where it was really good. You saw that big clunker. But there were places where it wasn't so good. And the reason I did, if you look here, I took down that left wall. That's the top material on the left side. I took some of that, but I took more from the bottom. And when I hit the zone in the bucket, about halfway through where I knew I had that top material. The gold dropped way off, so I mean there's 10 times more on the bottom, as you might guess. But I hate leaving anything behind, but I only got so much time. It's a 5-hour round trip, so I'm going to go for some yield today. So I think what I'm going to do is take the time. It'll take me about a half hour, and I'm going to take off more top material on the left upstream and come down here and take off top material on the left and go for the stuff that's on the bottom 6 inches. Sometime I'll bring a tripod. Moving this stuff with garden tools isn't as bad as you might think, especially once you're down and you've got a wall. Take that dustpan there and put it right up against the wall, and then take where's my favorite tool over here, one of these nice claw tools. Where is it? There it is. And so you put your pan right up against the wall, about 6 inches down, and you just start pounding that stuff in there, and you can take a wall down like that. And I'll have that front down, 10 inches material going in. It'll take me 10-15 minutes to do that. So digging the first hole is the hard part, but once you've got a wall, you can really pound away with this stuff really quick. All right, so I'm gonna get to it. Fun. Okay, dug forward here. I guess I should have showed you some bad pans too, but I did like about 3/4 of a classified bucket, and really didn't get much at all. And figuring out what's going on here, this bedrock's heading up that way. So where I started and got all that good gold right down, straight down here, is sort of like at the bottom of a drop. And so I'm going to do my last bucket. I got about another hour left. I'm going to head down on the inside here and see what's going on. I just did a little test pan there, and so we're going to stick to that inside left and picking up some better stuff again. Again, I had a lot of bad pans a minute ago, but you see here it's getting good on that over on the left and downstream. So fire for effect. Okay, this is note to self. That's one thing. It's just like there are times when I think I'm coming back to the place. I might not be here for 6 months. You find a nice little streak and you can absolutely forget. And so one of the reasons I make these videos are for me. If other people like them, well, that's good. If you don't like them, well, I'm an extreme introvert, and that means I don't really care, right? If you like them, fine. But I'm marking this tree here and coming out and right here, because something really cool. I told you I was starting downstream here, and the material has changed, starting to pick up. Look at there, that's the first, getting some big flat shale. So there's a cobble bed I'm heading into, and so Jaron, Bob, Vandal, Oren, anybody else, you better go make some popcorn. This could be good. Oh, it's getting late. Sun's gone. All right, here's my classified bucket from downstream left. I've been calling, yeah, left. Here's the first scoop out. Nice stuff. And so we'll keep, if it's just like this, I won't show more video. If I get up something big, I'll show you. But I might get, it'll be total for today, for my future reference, was 2.5 classified buckets. So whatever my weight is, and I will weigh this one up, and I'm hoping to get like 0.3 grams out of here today. So we'll see, maybe a little more even. All right, if you get something really good, I'll show you. Otherwise, see you later. Well, back one more time. Got a crazy pan here. Check that out. Look at that stuff all through there. Again, Nice piece. Really nice. Well, again, I got to thank John for showing me this place. He says it's not his best. Let me see if I can get him on camera. Where'd he go? Dang, he just disappeared again. I'll tell you, John does that. Sees this camera, gets really shy. All right, take care. Bye.